Okay, everybody, thanks for stopping back by. I'm going to do another few videos on team building and icebreakers, and I'm a firm believer in this. A good example is there's a guy named Michael Norton, and Michael divided up a group of 200 people into groups of 2 and 4 and sent them on a scavenger hunt. Now, half of the group, before they went on the scavenger hunt, they did one team building exercise, and then they went out. And the results were the top 3 teams, 2 of them are ones that did the team building exercise prior to going. So that's why I'm such a firm believer, and here we go. Oh, yeah! Okay, the first one is the toilet paper game. So have your campers or your group sit in a circle. In the middle of the circle, put a roll of toilet paper. Pick up the toilet paper, give it to the group sitting in the circle, pass it around, and tell the participants to take as many sheets as they would like. So as it goes around and they're pulling their sheets out, once everybody has their sheets of toilet paper, then you tell them that they have to tell the group one fact for every sheet of toilet paper that they had torn off. Now, if you got somebody that took 50, so be it. Limit it to, I don't know, 10, 15, whatever you think the case may be. But this is the perfect icebreaker to do at the beginning if you're working with a corporate group, or the first day if you're at camp. Okay, the next 2 that I'm going to do are just about the same. They're called Noodle Tag and Blob Tag. Noodle Tag, all it takes is 2 pool noodles, a big open area to play tag. The way you start the game out is you get 2 people, you give them noodles. They have to hold hands and they run around, and if they hit somebody with the noodle, that person gets in the chain. So what will happen is if you have 2 people, they hit somebody, then you have 3 people, and you continue going until there's none left. And this is a really good activity to work on teamwork and communication, so you can figure out actually how to corner somebody or with your group and tag them. I suggest you put up boundaries for this activity, just for the sake of, if they can run anywhere they want, they're never going to catch anybody. Okay, blob tag. You start off with 2 people that are it. They run around and they tag people. As they tag people, they have to join the line. So if you have 1 person, they tag somebody else, then those 2 have to hold hands until they tag somebody, and then a 3rd person joins, and so on and so on. And it could come down to where you actually have just 2 groups chasing each other around. Great activity, the kids love it, no props at all needed, and just like the other one, I highly suggest that you put up some sort of boundaries. Okay, Peek-a-Who. Now, to do Peek-a-Who, you are going to need a large full-size bed sheet or a tarp. You're going to divide your group into half. You're going to have them sit on the floor. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pick 1 person from each team to go up front and kneel down. And then you'll go 3, 2, 1, and you're going to drop the sheet or the tarp, and the person that's kneeling up front has to name the person across from them. Now, the people sitting there watching, they're not allowed to answer. Only the people that's kneeling up front. Now, the person that gets it right, they leave the game and they sit off to the side, and you keep going until there's no participants left. Heck of an activity. It's a lot of fun. If you do it the first day, obviously it's going to be very hard for them to do, but if you do it again later in the week, they'll know more of the names. But anyway, the kids absolutely love it. Doesn't take any props at all except for 1 bed sheet or a tarp. Okay, the next one's an oldie but goodie, the human knot. A lot of fun. When you get your group, make sure it's an even number. Have them make a circle, have them put both hands out, have them grab somebody else's hand within the group. So you can't hold the same person's hand, so you got to have a different person for each hand. You tell them to go, and they have to get the knot undone without letting go of their hands. Okay, this is one of my favorite things to do. It's called the scream race. Before you do the activity, sit down with your campers and talk to them about the importance of going over the rules and why it's important to follow the rules at camp. So you get your cabin group or your work group, you go out, you get in a straight line, and you tell them to go. And when they go, you tell them to take a deep breath and scream the entire time that they're running. Now when they run out of breath, they stop. So what you'll find out when you're doing this is you're going to find out the kids obviously are going to cheat. And this is a good way to show that they're not following the rules. So you have everybody turn around and one at a time have them take a deep breath and run back to the starting point. So if you can get them back to the starting point, you know they followed the rules. The ones really, really far away obviously are not going to make it back. And it gives you a good opportunity to sit down, debrief the group, and talk about how important it is to follow the rules while they're at camp. But if you do this one, you can do it 3 or 4 times during the camping session. The kids always enjoy doing it. Okay, the next one is lineup. You can do this a dozen different ways. So have your group make a line, and the instructions are really simple. Have them rearrange themselves in line according to the month of their birth. Now they can't talk. Okay, they can use any kind of signals what they want, but they're not allowed to talk. So you'd have them get in a line, and by using hand signals and other things, they would divide their group up. If they get that really easy, you could use the month and the day of their birthday and have them do it again. You could do it by height. You can do it by the last 2 digits of your phone number. This one is open really wide of what you can do. So this is a good activity to do the very first day. Get the kids chuckling and have a good time. I always keep this in my little bag of tricks to use if I need something really fast. Okay, this one is crazy fun. It's called Camouflage. What you can do, especially if you're at camp, you're walking from one activity to the other, you can yell Camouflage, and when you do, all the kids except one, they run and hide. So while they're hiding, the person that's, we'll call him it, the person that's it turns around, closes their eyes while everybody else goes and runs and hide. It's good to do this activity if you're in a wooded area, so they can hide behind trees and such. So once they're all hid, the person that's it turns around and they start calling out people. If it's a new group, you can just say, "I see you behind the tree in the pink jacket." If the group has been together for a while, they can use names. "Hey, little Billy, I see you." So what they do is they take their time, they pick out everybody that they can see. After they can't find anybody else, they turn around, they count to 10. While they're counting to 10, the group that's still left moves, and they hide again, and they pick them out. And you keep doing this until it gets to the point of why the person that's it has got their back turned and counting to 10, one of the people that were hiding comes up and tags them. So if they turn around, they count, they get to 7, somebody runs up and tags them before they turn around, that's the end of the game. And this is a fantastic activity to do while you're walking from one activity to the next. And the kids will fall in love with this, and you will keep doing this the entire time they're there because it's so much fun. Okay, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to upload at least 2 of these videos every week, be it icebreakers or team building activities. I'm going to go over how to debrief an activity after you're done doing it. So anyway, keep your eyes open for videos. Thanks for stopping by. 5 more subs, 2 songbooks. 30 more subs, I'm giving away that handmade quilt from t-shirts all across the United States. So please like, subscribe, share, leave your comments, and peace out.
Go, 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 gorilla, go, nah, go.